This is Wednesday, November the 1st, 2023, and we're here docked at Livorno. That's what that sign says, but it's all cold and damp and cloudy. These are all the people we're waiting with, waiting to get off the ship. They're calling numbers of groups. We're number 49. They just called 15, 16, 17. There's just rows and rows of buses. We had to find our number. We're here in Florence. It was about an hour and 20-minute ride on the bus, but I couldn't get by a window, so I couldn't film anything. There's the Domo. I tried to do You can see the bridge down there. It has shops on it. It's really old. Orno, O-R-N-O. Orno River. Bells are ringing. It's 11:30. There's David, replica. That's the city of Florence down there. There's our guide. She has a little lamb on a stick.
You see her?
Bicycles. No, scooters. Electric scooters. And bicycles. Here's another pretty view of the city. And the river. Or no. There's olive trees down there. Whole grove of olives.
Well, at least this is closer to where we're going. You can still take the taxi. This is a lot better for you to get lost here. Look at these nice trees. Man.
My seatmate didn't come back to the bus, so after 20 minutes they left without him. 25 minutes.
Track, all the outdoor thing, the soccer. It could only be used for soccer again. Sports campus. Community.
Okay, 3 minutes to reach the river and the stop, and then we continue to Santa Croce. Step always, because the pavement is uneven, is not very good. And watch your backs. Florence is not dangerous, but it's very, very touristic. And so we have some pickpocket teams. Yeah. On the right hand side, the National Library, the big building with the columns in front, and behind the Church of Santa Croce. Our destination in this moment. The square, in the church at the meeting square, the meeting point. So Santa Croce, the tower on the right, while the big dome is the dome of the cathedral. Santa Maria del Fiore. Ponte Vecchio, the medieval bridge, is that one on the left-hand side. And the tower, the castle in that direction, is the government building, Palazzo Vecchio. Palazzo Vecchio is in Signoria Square, where there is the replica of the David and the other original statues.
Yeah.
The river and steps going down to it.
That's historic. That's medieval bridge.
And he has to call somebody. Okay, so now we get off.
That's a line to get into the church. There's our group.
3:15, huh?
3:15. That's how high the water got in 1966. My seatmate from Australia was able to join us here in the square. He knew where we were going, and so he walked all the way down the hill and found the plaza here and rejoined us. He said it was too expensive to take a taxi, so he walked, and it took him about 20 minutes to half an hour. You have to watch so you don't trip. It's not even.
End of the journey. This one, a little bit later, was rebuilt during the 1500s. So it's not a new building, but it's not the original house where Dante lived. And Dante had a big love, a platonic love, Beatrice, who was a young girl, and he looked her from the window when he went to the church for a mass. But they didn't know never. So it was a platonic love. And she died very young. She get married to another man, and young man, and but finally she died very young. But Dante dedicated all his works to Beatrice.
the Duomo, the cathedral.
This is the Duomo, the Cathedral of Florence. The tower, the bell tower, that part, the dome and this area is part of the church. And the baptistry is in front of the church. Now we pass also in front of the baptistry. If you want to take some pictures with Melissa, have some minutes and then we walk.
Third largest Catholic church in the world.
With the Duomo church stake, 150 years old.
Not where they do christenings.
Baptized people. There is a big baptized people. There is a big font inside. Yes. Yeah, almost, because it was started in 1296 up to 1439.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the place to baptize people. The baptistry is Romanesque, church and bell tower Gothic. Because, yeah, almost, because it was started in 1296 up to 1439.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the place to baptize people. The baptistry is Romanesque, church and bell tower Gothic. Because before this church, there was the old Cathedral of Florence here. So when the baptistry was built, there was still the old one. So baptistry, the oldest building. Then the church, and then
Can you go inside?
Lady of the ladder. Yeah, Mary is a very famous black.
close to the train station, Santa Maria Novella. And the meeting point, Santa Croce, Holy Cross.
The other one is Santa Croce, which is saying.
The meeting point is
There's the tower, the cathedral, and the Baptist church.
Baptistry, tower. Oh my goodness.
116 meters that are 380 feet. The dome, while the bell tower,
There's people up there.
86 meters or 282 feet. Yeah. Hello.
In front of us.
Of the city. So now is the meeting. We have a mix. It's the oldest part of Florence, but the most modern building around. These buildings were built when Florence was the capital of Italy. But why Florence? Italy was a kingdom when it was founded, 1861. The royal family was the Savoia, and they came from Turin. Florentine people that are very funny people. So to tell that they didn't like that, they can you see the four godness statues on the top of the arch? And people in Florence renamed them with the name of the four most famous prostitutes of Florence. decided to make Turin capital of Italy. But Italy is very, very long. So the distance between Turin and the south of Italy was too much. So Rome should be the perfect capital, but Rome was already the capital city of the Vatican State, because in 1861 the Vatican State occupied all the center of Italy. It was a very big state, and Rome was the capital of the Vatican. Only in 1871 Rome was freed, so the Vatican State became a small independent state in Rome, but Rome became Italian. So waiting this moment, Florence, that is a little bit in the south with respect to Turin, became capital for 6 years, 1865, 1871. This square didn't like in Florence, too modern. And there were the Jewish district here, all churches, the medieval market, everything was demolished. And so it's not a winner, David. It's a Florence saw how beautiful was David. It was decided to put it near the door of the government building. So here inside, the city of Florence was always governed, because it was the government building during the signoria, so the government of the oligarchy of family, and it was also the Grand Ducal Palace for a few years. And now inside there is the City Hall. Not only many museums, but the back side of the palace is the present City Hall. The abduction of the Sabine women. One piece of marble from Carrara, 3 bodies, Serpentina style. You have to, there is not only one point of view. It's a circular statue, and it was the biggest block of marble which came to Florence from Carrara. This is original, Jean de Boulogne, 16th century. On the left, Perseus, with the head of the monster, Medusa, in his hand. The artist was a goldsmith, and he made a so big statue with jewelry technique. Only one fusion of bronze to make all the statue, except the head of Medusa. 1500 Benvenuto Cellini di Otto. Hercules, Hercules, Baccio Bandinelli, 1500. The fountain, Bartolomeo Mannati, is the fountain of Neptune, or Poseidon, the god of the oceans. The face of the goddess is the face of the Grand Duke of Tuscany, the first one, Cosimo. This fountain was made when the Medicis conquered Pisa, the coast. So the Grand Duke is the god of the oceans. And then the Grand Duke on his horse on the left. All of these statues are original, except the David. This one in front of us, Judith and Oloferne, by Donatello, the original one, this is a copy, and by Donatello, the lion, on the left-hand side. The lion is one of the symbols of Florence, and it has the lily flower, the red lily flower in its house, and the lily flower is the symbol of the city of Florence.
The market.
Inteligente. ¿Eh? Porque tú...
Big building.
So the Nazis destroyed the access to the bridge, so it was not possible to cross the bridge passing by the street, but only passing by the corridor. And this corridor was made to connect the Medici working place to the Grand Ducal Palace, the place where they lived. But it was only for them, a hidden passage, and thanks to this passage, it was the only one bridge in Florence that wasn't destroyed by the Nazis. So all these buildings are jewelries, but it is the most expensive gold in Florence, that one.
We're having lunch. I got a veggie sandwich. Sandwiches. Sandwiches. And fries. Lots of good fries.